Hello, this is Grandma Jan from Red Toad Road, and today we are going to make a collage out of these images. I found these in magazines and my collage books and just several places. And we're going to do a theme of to everything there is a time, and that explains all my clocks. This is my background, this pretty red color. It's not really red, it's a dark red. Whatever, it's pretty. And clocks and few flowers and books. I've already cut them out. And then I have inked around the edges so that they blend in with my background. So, let's get started. Let's get my journal that I've been making collages in and put these background pieces in. The first thing we have to do is that. Here's my first piece in, and this has not been my day to glue well. I went a little crooked. I'll have some trimming to do. And I tore this edge. I'm hoping this piece covers that up. Yes, it does mostly. There's a little bit that shows. So, let's see about this. All right. Here we have my background all glued in, and the edges trimmed. They show a little bit up here, but we won't worry about that right now. I darkened this spot where I tore it with a little bit of ink, and I think that will blend in with my images just fine. So next, we want to put some shelving in. So here's a shelf. And here's a shelf. In fact, we'll cross over the ditch like this. And on the shelving, glued to the bottom, will be this pretty piece of lace. So we're going to do that next. Okay, we have our shelves in and our shelf lace is in. Now we need to put some of our clocks and books and other things in. Let's start with some books. I think these books right there would be beautiful. And a clock. I know there's probably not in real life would be a clock tucked behind them. But this is not real life. This is collage life, and we can do whatever we want, right? And we'll do something like that. So let's get these down. The books need to come down just a little bit below the top shelf line, so it looks like they're sitting on them. Now we need to leave this up until we glue this clock down. Okay, we're coming in with the clock and maybe over the ditch just a bit, but that's okay. Let's straighten it up. We want 12 where it belongs. Here we go. Now we're going to glue this clock. Now this is a problem I have had doing a double spread. They rip sometimes in the middle. And I'm not sure, short of putting a piece of washi tape over that there's nothing we can do about it. Maybe you know. And if you do, why not put a comment in our section and tell us all what to do. I do think we can put a bit of ink on that and help hide it, but it really doesn't look too good, does it? So watch that. If you're doing double spreads that cross over, you may have a rip, because I've seen this one that did fine at the beginning, but as it's dried, it's getting a rip right there. So I'm not sure what to do about that right now. As you know, I'm learning to collage. I don't know the answers. I've just invited you on my journey to the things I make and the things I make and the things I learn. But I haven't learned everything yet, and this is one of them. All right. Let's put our words in. To everything, there is a time, and I'm going to put down the white background on that so it shows up better. And I think we'll place it right there. Let's get this down. We're about to get this page done. We have another clock to put here going off the wall. This clock was in a magazine, and the whole clock wasn't there. Something was in front of it. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut a straight line and just put it up to the edge of our picture. Now, we wouldn't do this in a real room, I don't think, but you know, again, we can do whatever we want to do in collage. And here we have our clock glued, and it will straighten up our ragged edge a bit there. Whoops. We'll go up. There we go. There's a little saying on this clock. I don't know if you can see it. It says, "Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow." That's a nice saying, isn't it? I like that. Now we're going to put this pretty little flower right there. There, that seems to be one side made. Now we have this side. And honestly, seeing this, it might have been better if I'd made this just a one-page collage on one side. But I didn't, and I'm going to have to deal with this. In fact, I will see if I can ink that a little bit and at least darken it up. It won't really fix it the way it should be fixed, but it'll help. Now, let's start on this page. I have some more images we can use. I think this will be tucked somewhere. Maybe it won't. They really glued down well this time. Oh, there's a spot. Maybe we can tuck it under there. We'll wait and see. I think this will go right here, a whole little clock cabinet. And then we're going to put an alarm clock in front of it. And I have the cutest little apple to put there. So let's get those down, and then I have a few more things to put on here, but we're close to being done when we get these up. Alright, let's see what else we can do here. We have our apple and our clocks down. We are going to put a great big clock up here. This is not supposed to make any sense. I don't think most people would have this many clocks, this many places, but maybe a collector would. And to everything there is a time. It's a very important thing to remember. And I had a flower, this one, that will go behind it. So I need to remember to get this glued in before it sets. So let's get some glue on this. Be sure and get 12 up there where it belongs. Now I want to leave that unstuck till I get the flowers in. There, that's cute. Let's see, I think I have a couple more clocks to add to the collection. We're going to have a clock there and a clock there. And I think that will about finish things off. Let's get these on. I need to get this one glued. There we go. There is our to everything there is a time, and that's important to remember in your daily life, to remember there is a time for everything. Don't get frustrated if things don't go the way you want them to, because maybe it's not the time, but it will come when it is the time. So I hope you enjoyed seeing me put this together. I did struggle a little bit today. It has not seemed to be a good day for glue in my fingers, but you know, there are those days and it just wasn't the time maybe. I will see you in our next video, and bye bye for now.